All right, fellas, let's try this again. Take two. I am fucking pissed right now. I just did this whole spiel for you guys. I went through everything and it didn't fucking record. Are you kidding me? My first video ever didn't fucking record. Pull my fucking brains out. All right, so this one's gonna be a little quicker because I'd like to get to bed. Go work in the morning. It's like 10:30. Fucking kids are sleeping. All right, so first off, I've got Dalvin Cook. I'm going to take him in the first round at the beginning of the first. Y'all might be looking at me like my head's on fucking backwards. The only reason I am taking him in front of Christian McCaffrey is because there is a possibility that McCaffrey has a limited workload to start the season. Carolina, if they give him 25, 30 carries right off the rip, including receptions and targets, and hey, let's just let Sam Darnold give you everything so you can run this offense again, Carolina would be retarded. All right. CMC is Carolina. I don't give a fuck that Robbie Anderson just got a payday. I don't care at all that they traded for Sam Darnold. CMC is Carolina. That's why I'm taking him number 2. The difference between him and Cook are slim to none. They are my 1A and my 1B. Your preference, you take whichever one you want. They're both league-winning running backs, game changers. They can carry the load. If you get them at the beginning of the first, you could probably wait and scoop up a Darrell Henderson in the 4th or 5th round and work on everything else. Those guys can put up enough points where you don't have to worry about having a fucking RB2 because they are your RB1 and 2. They are your cheat code. All right, number 3 I've got is the next tier down. He's really not a tier down. Alvin Kamara is an absolute animal. I don't care who you are. If you don't like Kamara, you don't like football. That dude is explosive as fuck. Watching him play every Sunday is better than watching LeBron flop. Yeah, put it out there. LeBron, you're a pussy. With Drew Brees gone and Michael Thomas sidelined, Alvin Kamara is New Orleans, which means he is going to put up numbers. I don't care if it's Winston. I don't care if it's Hill at quarterback. Kamara is going to run that offense. When Thomas comes back, maybe it slows down a little bit, but no, Kamara is that offense. Murray might not even make the team. Devontae Freeman's washed up. He's got no competition. It is Kamara and Kamara alone. Find me someone else on that team. Adam Troutman's hurt right now. Who else? I don't even know off the top of my head. All right, Kamara's 3. I'm taking those guys in that order, 1, 2, 3. 4th, we're gonna go with Old Man River Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry is an absolute fucking monster. Don't let anyone tell you any different. My only hesitation is he is at the RB fall off age. He is 27, and that workload, you would think he should slow down, but that dude is the Terminator of running backs. He just does not stop. You hit him, he comes back faster. You hit him again, he hits you harder. He doesn't quit. I'm hoping he's an outlier for the season and he doesn't fall into that LaShawn McCoy, DeMarco Murray, Jamal Charles, the Maurice Jones-Drews. They hit that age and then there's no signs of slowing down. They just stop. It's just done. After that, we've got my man Aaron Jones. I had Aaron Jones a little higher than I did when I originally wrote down my rankings, and that is purely due to the fact that Aaron Rodgers is back. So you got the AAAA Aaron back in town. You got the Aarons together. He is hyper efficient last year. His touchdowns were out of control. I don't think he's going to repeat last season, but I think he's going to come pretty fucking close, especially with Aaron Rodgers calling this season their last dance. Come on, bro, win a championship or 2, because you got 1. You should have more than 1 if you're as good as you think you are. All right, so after Aaron Jones, I've got my man Nick Chubb. Now, Nick Chubby Wubby Ubby is, in my opinion, the best rusher in the NFL right now. He's not the best pass catcher. He's not the best utility back. He's not the best all-around back. He's the best rusher. He can ground and pound like no other. He is a freak. He is a beast among men, and he is running behind one of the best offensive lines in football. Nick Chubb, Derrick Henry. I'm taking mid first. You know what I mean? I think those guys go in the middle of the pack. After that, I'm doing this all from memory because the last time I switched over to my notes, the fucking video stopped recording. Alright, so after Nick Chubb, I'm gonna put up Zeke. My man Zeke the Freak. He's Dak's back. He's gonna put his fucking, milk back in his cereal and he's gonna feed him. Feed him real good. Feed him right up the gut. A lot of people say he fell off. A lot of people are saying Zeke ain't shit. Move on from Zeke. Oh, Tony Pollard's the best there is now. He's gonna take over the back. You're a fucking moron. Alright? Zeke last year was hobbled by injuries. Everyone was. Fucking Corona ruined everything. Hey, Corona, how you doing? Put some fucking lime in my coconut. Zeke's offensive line was gone. See you later, finito, finished, adios, vamonos, and a fucking wild crocodile. And then you add in the fact that he was playing behind Andy fucking Dalton, the Red Rifle, fucking Red Rocket. There you go, Jimmy. Red Rocket. And Ben DiNucci. Ben DeHootie and the Blowfish? Yeah, your guess is as good as mine. I don't even know if that dude's still on the team this year. I didn't even look. I don't care. But his offensive line's back. He's healthy. Dak's kind of healthy. You know what I mean? You got them boys. You got them boys back. So I think Zeke, it's his retribution. Yeah, he's gonna put up some numbers. I'm taking him in the mid first, end of the first, somewhere in the first. I don't fucking know. Probably like the 7, 8, 9. After that, we've got. I'm tired. We got Saquon Barkley. Saquon, I'm taking end of the first, end of the second. The reason why I got him back there is, well, fucking New York is dog shit. It's fucking hot garbage. Yeah, New York's trash. There, I said it. New York is garbage. Saquon is the only hope they have. Saquon. There is talk that he does not start the season. There is talk that even if he starts the season, he's going to be looking at an extremely limited workload. In fantasy, this could cost you a game or two. So unless you're willing to roll the dice on RB2 numbers from a top pick, maybe even your first overall pick, good luck. It could cost you a game, which in the fantasy realm could cost you a shot at the playoffs, and that's why we play this game. Saquon, explosive, but he hasn't been able to live up to his rookie year. I know, because I've been a Saquon owner since that fucking cat entered the NFL. Outside of 1 year, it's been disappointment. But he has that explosiveness. He has that capability. He has that game-changing talent. After that, we got our man Austin Eckler. Austin Eckler, the heckler. He is the perfect utility back. If you can get him at the turn and you can match him with an Aaron Jones or a Nick Chubb or even Saquon and Eckler back-to-back, or Saquon and Zeke, or any one of these guys that I'm taking at the end of the first with an Austin Eckler, you, my friend, may have a golden ticket to the playoffs. Austin Eckler is going to catch 75, 80 receptions. He's going to put up probably 1,200 rushing yards. The only downside to Austin Eckler is touchdowns. We know how that offense runs. Herbert's got some legs. He's got some, fucking Williams is big play potential. Allen is, in my opinion, next to Evans, as one of the best red zone big men that can hobble him. And you've got Fat Man Kelly. Eckler is looking like he's going to be between the 20s and not after the 20s. So his red zone usage could be limited. After Austin Eckler, we got my man Najee Harris. Najee Harris, if you can pair him again with an Aaron Jones or Zeke Elliott, you may have a fucking golden ticket to the playoffs. Najee Harris is in Pittsburgh. We know how Pittsburgh likes their running backs. They like to run it back. No. On a different note, Najee is going to the perfect situation. Granted, that offensive line is fucking hot garbage, and they did no favors by letting some of those guys walk. Villanova, yeah, granted, he wasn't the fucking greatest offensive lineman, but he was better than what they got right now. Should have kept him. Najee is your 3-down back. He has the size, he has the muscle, he has the speed, he has the explosiveness, he has the hands, he's got the legs, he's got the feet, he's got the nose, he's got the eyes, he's got the fucking hands. He can go left, he can go right, he can go forward, he can go backwards. You name it, he can do it. He is going to be a product of volume. When I say a product of volume, that is going to get you points week in and week out. He doesn't have to be hyper efficient. He doesn't have to get a fucking Aaron Jones boatload work of touchdowns. He could average fucking 2.5, 3 yards a carry, but he is going to get 20 to 20. He's going to get Derrick Henry carries. He is going to get Christian McCaffrey workload. He is going to get Dalvin Cook volume. You know what I mean? He is going to give you your money's worth in the second round. Probably end of the second, closer to the third is where I'm going to take him. That dude is sexy. If I can get him on my team, I'm giving myself fucking a pat on the back. After Najee, we're going to go with my man Jonathan, the tool man, Taylor Thomas. He is indie. And when I say he is indie, there's no competition in that backfield. I don't care if you want to say Wilkins can take over because he's younger. No, he's not younger. What am I talking about? I got my fucking head on backwards. Hines isn't going to be an issue. Mack is 100 years old, coming off an Achilles. They signed him to a 1-year deal to prove it, but he's not going to be an issue. We all know this. Jonathan Taylor is a monster. He is a fucking god among men. Go look at him with his shirt off and tell me I'm wrong. As gay as that sounds, tell me I'm wrong. Dude is fucking Hercules. If you want a sample size, go look at the last 6 games. I don't give a fuck about who he played, where he played, when he played, if it was on fucking Mars and he was trying to run a Pluto. I don't care. That dude went apeshit bananas at the end of the season and just made every running back that has been in Indy look irrelevant. You don't need anyone else. That's it. Just give him the ball. Let him do his thing. Let him make you look like a fucking clown. He brings the makeup. He'll put it on you. He will make you look like a clown. I'm taking him at the 2-3 turn, which is phenomenal news for you guys at the top of the draft, because if you can pair Najee or you can pair Taylor, I keep fucking wanting to just say Thomas, but he's Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor Thomas. If you can pair either one of those 2 running backs with a CMC, a Cook, a Jones, or a Henry, You don't have to worry about running back for literally the rest of the fucking draft. I'm gonna throw this in there just as an end of the video. Everything that I've prepped for, every mock draft that I've done, I've seen 100 different outcomes. We're in a 12-team league, so I'm gonna let you know 1 through 4, whether you guys start with an RB or a wide receiver. The best strategy I have seen for you guys is to get your anchor player at each position. If you start RB, you go wide receiver, then you go tight end, then you go quarterback. That way you have an elite player at each position in those first 4 rounds. That's the best strategy I've seen. If you're in the middle of the pack, it's a crapshoot. You're looking at the 5 through 8. If you start RB, you should probably take another running back on your way back, because you're in the middle of the pack. There really is no upside. You really don't have that 1-2 combo punch. Once you get to your slot in the draft, you don't have really a long turnaround wait time. So it's best to double up, whether you double up and try to go for like a Devontae Adams and a Tyreek Hill, which would be fucking amazing. Or if you go, Zeke and maybe snatch up Saquon before he hits the end of it, that would be fucking amazing, guys. That would be amazing. If you can double up on RB, or if you can double up on running back. Do you know what I'm saying? All right, enough with the fucking accents. If y'all drafting from the end, you do have a downside. You do not have any fucking shot at those top 6 elite running backs, those top 2 game-changing upside guys. So what you have to do is you may have to reach. You may have to go RB, wide receiver, wide receiver, wide receiver, RB. The end of the draft is the most complicated. I have never wanted to draft from the 12th spot less this year than I have in my entire fantasy football career. I love having a shot at the turn. This year, not so much. It looks kind of ugly. Every player that I want is gone. Every player that I want is too far of a reach to justify me going, hey, Antonio Gibson, my fucking champion. I want you, but not as a borderline first round pick. What I'm trying to say is these guys that I want, or I think I want, don't justify it. So again, like the middle of the round, if you go RB, I would recommend going RB or wide receiver. You're gonna have to reach if your heart lies with a Travis Kelce or a Darren Waller in the first 1 to 2 rounds, because if you take George Kittle in the first 1 to 2 rounds, you're a fucking idiot. He's a 4th round player this year. He's got injuries. You don't know what's going on at quarterback. Everyone's back healthy, so you don't know the workload. You don't know the volumes. It's a crapshoot in San Francisco. Darren Waller, you're looking 2nd, maybe 3rd. Travis Kelce, I still don't get why people take Travis Kelce in the 1st round. I don't understand the knowledge behind taking a tight end in the 1st round. But if you so happen to do that, you need to shore up your other positions. So my advice for the 9 through 12 is don't be afraid to reach this year. If they're your guys, go get them. Don't try to justify the pick, just make it. Till then, adios, fellas.